New England Patriots fans need to hear this. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron on the daily. Patriots content, don't miss out. All you got to do, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and hit the like button. Guys, football tomorrow against the Minnesota Vikings. It's going to be a good time. Football is back, preseason or not. You get to watch something, and it's football. It's not HGTV with your wife. So get excited. Today, what we need to talk about is the joint practice from yesterday. And before a lot of you click off, I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to start off with the rough, the bad. But then we're going to talk about, hey, the silver lining, and then we're going to talk about the good. So I need you to stay put because I think a lot of people coming out of that last joint practice with the Vikings got incredibly negative. Negative. Sorry, voice is rough. Allergies killing me right now, but we're going to survive. We're going to make it. Glass half full type attitude. Here we go. So, jumping into the joint practice, I'm going to just jump in, start right off the bat with Will Campbell. I know we've done 2 episodes in a row with Will Campbell, and that's fine, and we're going to survive. But Will Campbell, everyone needs to pump the brakes on Will Campbell, especially today. Will Campbell went up against Jonathan Grenard. Jonathan Grenard, absolute dog. If you don't know anything about him, edge rusher who had 12 sacks last year. Last year was a Pro Bowler, ranked 48th of the NFL.com's top 100 players going into 2025. Listen, the guy is good. The guy's good. He gave up 3 sacks to him, and 2 were just on the outside. 1 was a bull rush. Will Campbell's going to be okay. I know that's crazy to say in the same sentence of he gave up 3 sacks, but you want Will Campbell going up against guys like Grenard when this year he has to go up against TJ Watts. He has to go up against Max Crosby week 1, which I have noted right there. But listen, this is what Grenard had to say. He said he's going to be a good tackle. I just think with repetitions and reps, it's going to be really good. He has some really good coaches over there, and he's got some good talent over there to go up against. Obviously, just keep getting better. Listen, that's the high road for Grenard, for sure. Not going to disagree. But I think a lot of people continuously are in this panic mode. And we have to understand, the man's a rookie. He's figuring it out. And in last week, we're looking at the edge rushers he went up against Washington, and still had some issues at times, but nothing like Grenard. So I think this is a good test, and he needs this moving forward. I'm not telling you he's going into this season going to be a Pro Bowl player. I'm not saying that. Could he surprise people? Sure, he could turn things around. He is still learning, okay? He went up against top-tier talent in the SEC. Regardless if you're like, oh, the SEC was down this year. This past year, he went up against multiple big-time players who were drafted off the edge in the SEC. He's going to be all right. When you go from that to going up against guys who are in the Pro Bowl, who are considered one of the best edge rushers in the National Football League, things are going to get different. Things are going to be more difficult. But when that same player comes out and says, listen, he's doing a good, he's going to be good. We need to all calm down. We got to pump the brakes, okay? Now, again, Will Campbell is going to be all right. Jared Wilson, I would tell you I'm more concerned. He exited practice. Ben Brown came in. Again, thank goodness for Ben Brown being a depth piece. Him coming in at left guard. Jared Wilson's been struggling a little bit. Specifically, that left side of the line's been struggling. But that's going to happen when Jared Wilson was center at Georgia. We have to understand that. He was a center. He wasn't left guard. As well, you have 2 rookies over there figuring out different blocking schemes. As well, Brian Flores literally sending the kitchen sink as well as the refrigerator, as well as the chandelier at this offensive line. Again, it's a good thing. Okay? So it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. They're going to figure out. There might be other people in Patriots media saying, no, this is suck. They're awful. What are we doing? No, stop. Just don't listen to them. Do not listen to them. Yes, sure, they gave up 7 sacks, but we need to take it as a grain of salt, with a grain of salt. There we go. Because one, it's just a practice right now. Okay, sure. You get into the game, it can be a lot worse. But they're figuring it out. We're moving forward. There's good coaches in place. It's going to be fine. We need to hear that as fans. We not again. I think this is important enough to talk about twice in a row, just because, yeah, he struggled. You know, Drake May came out and said something. Drake May still did well. We're going to talk about that in a second, but we need to talk about that. We need to put that on the table. We need everyone to calm down. Everyone needs to calm down. So comment below. Tell me what you think. Will Campbell, Jared Wilson. What are your thoughts moving forward, moving into week one? What do you expect? Comment below. I would love to hear it. Next up, we're jumping into the good. The good, Mike Nwenu went up against Jonathan Allen. If you remember, Jonathan Allen played for Washington his whole career. Back in the day, he was playing for the Washington football team, which I will tell you, I actually think was a pretty good name when they transitioned that. I never hated it. Never hated it. The color scheme, not a little different, but anyways, you could tell there was hints of difference in the color. Anyways, that's beside the point. He went up against Jonathan Allen, did incredibly well. So that's a bright spot in the offensive line we can't forget. That hey, they're doing good. They are doing good. And there is talent on that offensive line. Mike Nwenu, he is a godsend. We know that. Drake May, though there was a lot of pressure, still dude. There we go. Not a word. Still did very well, scrambling out of pressure, throwing in some darts to both tight ends in the red zone. He's going to do fine. Again, this offensive line, working on things, but better than last year. Kayshon Boutte, a lot of people earlier on in training camp, even before that in the offseason, saying he could be traded. No, Kayshon Boutte, we talked about sleepers yesterday. He has the potential to be a big-time, people sleeping on him, big-time production out of him. Really, this whole wide receiver room, a lot of people could surprise a lot of people. But again, you guys know I love Kayshon Boutte. Bring that booty. Hashtag, what's my guy Ray say? Booty call. He's gonna be great. So again, don't be sleeping on them. As well on the defensive side of the ball, I didn't add this, but I want to talk about it. On the defensive side of the ball, we need to understand they really refined their interior offensive line for the Vikings. So they ended up getting Donovan Jackson from Ohio State as a guard. They ended up getting Will Fries from the Colts. And then I believe it's Ryan Kelly at center. I can't remember specifically off the top of my head. That sounds right. But that interior offensive line, they really doubled down on it and said, we're going to do significantly better right here. And you're probably like, well, Aaron, now we have Bradbury at center. Sure. Yes, we do. He has experience, but we have to understand he's an upgrade for us. Jared Wilson is the future at center. Okay. So it's going to be okay. Regardless, Patriots still got, I believe, 4 sacks on JJ, and JJ was tearing up the defense. Also, Gonzo's out. I believe Peppers was out for a little bit, so there were some issues out there. But when it comes down to it, the defensive line, the defense was still getting pressures. There's still some good things to look at defensively, and again, we're still in the preseason, still joint practice. A lot of things we can still figure out, but those are some bright spots. So as Patriots fans, like I said, bringing it back, we need to hear that, listen, we're still practicing. We're still in preseason. We're still learning. There's things that there's going to be bumps in the road. It's all right. It is all right. So moving forward, what do you think? Anything on the joint practice yesterday, just throw it in there. I don't care. Love to hear from you guys. Next up, Daeneric Prince. Not a long go for him for the Patriots. He was released, injured, released. They signed Shane Watts. Shane Watts, a Division II player out of Fort Hays State. Expect him to be pretty much thrown on the practice squad. Land Larison type, can do quite a bit, very versatile. But as I told you, I think the running back room right now is as is. You're going to see Stevenson. You're going to see Travion Henderson. They're going to be those high carry guys, and then Antonio Gibson. And then last but not least, preseason, what to watch. Pretty much the same as always. Offensive line, wide receivers, 100% right there. The secondary, what are these depth pieces going to look like? Specifically safeties, Duggar, Woodson, Hawkins, all those different guys. Vegas has Patriots. They are underdogs. So they have Patriots plus 1.5. So it's very, very close. That's minus 115 odds. Over under just under 40. So it's going to be interesting to see. Very hard to predict preseason games because you remember last game, they absolutely torched the Commies. So we will see. Comment below. Tell me what you think. Enjoy the game tomorrow. And we'll talk later. Hit that sub button. Peace.